A very special program will be happening on April 28th at the Jewish Community Center in Scranton. Today, I'm pleased to welcome Dan Cardonik, who is the Chief Executive Officer at the JCC in Scranton, to tell us about what is called Yom HaShoah, which is really Holocaust Remembrance Day in Israel. Dan, thank you so much for joining us. Tell us about this program that you will be hosting.
Certainly. Yom HaShoah, which is Holocaust Remembrance Day that was established by the State of Israel, is widely embraced by Jewish communities worldwide. And here at the JCC on April 28th, out in front of our Holocaust statue, we will be holding a ceremony to remember the 6 million Jews that perished in the Holocaust, as well as the heroism of survivors and those that helped the Jews during the Holocaust. And this program will include many speakers. We will have not only members of the clergy of our Jewish community speaking, but we will also be having a family member of a survivor who will be speaking at this event. Additionally, we will be inviting family members of survivors to light a candle in memory of those that perished during the Holocaust. So we also will be doing something very special at this event. All families will be invited to paint a rock that will have a name of a victim of the Holocaust on it. And so they would paint the rock and then place it around the city, either around the parks or in a landscaping bed, with permission, of course, in order to spread awareness and remember the victims of the Holocaust.
Why is it so important for you to do this and to make sure that people do remember what happened?
What we saw happen at the Holocaust was probably one of the worst tragedies in the history of the world. And we, as a Jewish community, and it's important for us to never forget and to prevent anything like the Holocaust from ever happening again. And to remember, to pass on the stories, to share the stories is extremely important so that this would never happen again. The national studies regarding Holocaust education in the past couple of years have been very disturbing. Many people don't even understand what the Holocaust was, and are not very educated on what happened back then. And our job is to continue to tell the stories so that together, as not only as a nation, but as the world, that we work together to prevent anything from a tragedy like the Holocaust from happening ever again.
And this comes at a time when we're seeing, horrors happening in our world right now in Ukraine. So people should pay attention to what is going on in the past and what is happening now as well.
We as a Jewish population, and I know as the greater community, has worked to support the efforts of helping the people of Ukraine during this very difficult time. And we will continue to do so as part of our duty and our mission as a Jewish community and as a greater community. And we pray for peace in Ukraine, and hopefully that situation is resolved soon.
Now, your program will be happening on April 28th at 6:30 p.m. in front of your Holocaust Memorial statue. The public invited, but you said if people can't make it in person, there is another way to see it.
Correct. We do plan on live streaming the event, and it will be a great opportunity to really sort of hear stories from the families of survivors about what their family member encountered and how they were able to survive the Holocaust during World War II.
It's wonderful that you are doing this program to keep the memory alive of what happened so it can't be repeated, Dan.
Thank you. I agree. It's extremely important, and we do encourage you to share the stories. If you do attend this event, share the stories, pass them on to your friends, to your family. This is the way. Education is the way for us to to overcome hate in this world. And I think this is, we work to do that here at the JCC.
Today's news feature is brought to you by Lehigh Valley Hospital, Hazleton. Remember, in an emergency, our emergency room is the safest place to be.